it's such an honor. It really is. And Jaya is, I call her my big sis. She's a legend in the FIFA world. I just feel really honored, and it feels really great to have been a part of this story and, the representation that it brings to the table on a global level. It's a huge deal, and I'm just incredibly honored. Oh my gosh, she did. Actually, she gave me the biggest nugget that I ever got for my entire journey of filming. So I met her at the launch party. It was like a day or two before we started shooting, and she told me, girl, like, I understand that this character you're playing is not an exact replica of my story or my life. She said this is going to be a character that, of course, has my name and has elements of me, but it also has elements of you, and the character also has elements of what Taika wrote into it. That was huge for me because I've never acted before, and on top of that, it was an actual living person, so I'm like, what did I get myself into? But she gave me that nugget, and it really just released me and allowed me to, I think, relax a little bit more, into the role and the work that I did. Absolutely. The thing that I love about Taika is he is incredibly dedicated to his creative flow, and so above all else, it's about the art form. And so we did a lot of improv. We did a lot of try this, try that, try this, say that. So the vast majority of like what's actually in the film wasn't necessarily in the script, and it was fun that way. It also gave me room to breathe a little bit, to play, to find my way to, the character even, and whatever the scene was asking for. Sometimes it took me a minute to get into it, but with his directing, it made it completely possible. Oh, absolutely, girl, absolutely. The only thing that I knew him from was X-Men, okay? So when I saw his name was on the project, I was just like, oh, shoot, like, this is Magneto we're talking about, you know what I mean? So I was definitely intimidated, but he's so sweet, he's so kind, he's funny. In every scene, he was always encouraging me, supporting me. So he played a really big part in me being able to do what I did. And love you, Michael. Honestly, just joy. I think the world and the state that it's in right now, I think it's severely lacking in a lot of joy, and a lot of us can feel that. And I think ultimately that's, if nothing else, just to feel a little bit of happiness and joy for at least a moment in time. And I think if that's the case, then we did our job.